public speaking and is looking forward to judging today's competition. Our next judge is Dr. Sarah Graham, who is the current principal at East High School. Dr. Graham has been at East for 7 years. She has spent the majority of her educational career as a school counselor and started off as a special education teacher. Dr. Graham is married to a high school math teacher and is the mother of 2 high school age boys. Our last judge is Dr. Stephen Brown. His only claim to fame is being married to the renowned Mrs. Brown. Okay. Dr. Brown is our District Director of Teaching and Learning and Equity and a former principal of East High School. Dr. Brown is Dubsey born and raised, and his only experience on stage in front of an audience was at the Monstellers back in the 1970s. Can the judges wave their hands and say hello? All right, thank you. I'm now going to welcome and introduce the contestants one by one as they walk onto the stage. Our first contestant is Anthony Montgomery. Our next contestant is Billy Ty. Our next contestant is Alexander Moran. Our next one is Isaac Wright. Another contestant here is Ella Lavasser. Our next contestant is Robbie Kent. And our final contestant is Jay Bennett. We would like to thank our students this year who have volunteered to participate in the speaking contest and have worked diligently over the past couple of weeks to perfect their speeches. So let's begin, and let's remember, let's please be silent, make sure your phones are off. That's right. Okay, our first contestant is Anthony Montgomery. Revolution is violent. Malcolm X addresses a Michigan crowd in 1963. Presenting part of Malcolm X's speech, Message for the Grassroots, is junior Anthony Montgomery.
Look at the American Revolution in 1776. That revolution was for what? For land. Why did they want land? Independence. And how did they get it? Bloodshed. Number one, it was based on land, the basis of independence. And the only way that they could get it was through bloodshed. The French Revolution, what was it based on? The landless against the landlord. What did they want? Land. And how did they get it? Bloodshed. Wasn't no laws, wasn't no compromise, wasn't no negotiation. I'm telling you, you don't know what a revolution is. Because if you did, you get back in the alley. You get out of the way. The Russian Revolution, what was it based on? The landless against the landlord, for land. And how did they get it? Bloodshed. You haven't got a revolution that doesn't involve bloodshed, and you're afraid to bleed. I said, you're afraid to bleed. Long as a white man sent you to Korea, you bled. He sent you to Germany, you bled. He sent you to the South Pacific to fight the Japanese, you bled. You bleed for white people. And yet, when it comes time to seeing your own churches being bombed and your little girls being murdered, you ain't got no blood. You bleed when the white man tells you to bleed. You bark when the white man tells you to bark, and you bite when the white man tells you to bite. I hate to say this, but it's true. How can you be nonviolent in Mississippi as violent as you were in Korea? How can you justify being nonviolent in Mississippi and Alabama when your churches are being bombed and your little girls are being murdered? And yet at the same time, you're going to stand up here and be violent with Hitler and Tojo and somebody else you don't even know? If violence is wrong in America, then violence is wrong abroad. If it's wrong for America to draft us and make us violent in defense of her, then it's wrong for us to be violent. If it's right for America to draft us and make us violent in defense of her, then it's right for you and me to do whatever is necessary to protect our people right here in this country. A revolution is bloody. A revolution is hostile. Revolution knows no bounds. Revolution overturns and destroys everything that gets in its way, and you're sitting here like a knot on the wall saying, I'm going to love these people no matter how much they hate me. No! You need a revolution. Who ever heard of a revolution where they lock arms, as Reverend Cleage pointed out beautifully, singing, "We shall overcome"? You don't do that in a revolution. You don't do any singing. You're too busy swinging. A revolution is based on land. Land is the basis of independence. Land is the basis of freedom, equality, and justice. There is no such thing as a nonviolent revolution. Thank you.
In the mind of a stressed-out high school student, it can often feel as though you're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. Sarah Sakamoto's Burned Out is a vivid description of what it's like when exhaustion turns to overwhelmingly unbearable. Here to share her internal monologue to an anxiety attack is senior Billy Ty with Burned Out.
I'm too tired. I feel like my bones are made of lead and my muscles are old, frayed rubber bands with no life left in them. My body feels like it doesn't work. At work, the phone won't stop ringing. I don't want to deal with people's problems right now. I don't care about them. That guy has his ringtone up too high. Do this, do that. Where's my appointment? How much longer? Do you work here? Are you okay? I'm sorry, I just can't talk about it. Can't talk about it. Must keep going. Need to make others see that I'm strong. Need to be stronger. I am too weak. I'm fraying paper from an old book left to yellow in the sun. Where am I going to start? Gotta do more. Can't stop now or I'll be forced to acknowledge how I feel. Feel? How do I feel? I couldn't give you a single descriptive word for how I feel. I can't feel anything right now. My heart feels numb, sitting at my desk with more hours of work ahead of me at home. Where am I going to start? That guy still won't turn off his ringer. He's got about 5 seconds before I lose my temper on him. No, don't do that. It's not his fault you're being psychotic. Repress, repress, push it all further down inside. You don't need to deal with this right now. Why can't you just deal with this right now? Why are you so pathetic and weak? Weak, tired, sleep. I wish I could just curl up and go to sleep. I feel like I haven't slept in days. Every day. Dishes, dinner, folding, talking. I don't want to talk to anyone. If I talk, I don't think I can say anything. What's going on? What do you feel? Feel? I really wish I didn't have to feel. Stop. You're being dramatic. Calm down. Calm, beach, think relaxing, happy thoughts. Maybe I could go to the beach. Oh wait, you can't afford that. Okay, beach wallpaper, select beach wallpaper. What's the point? It's not even a real beach. Real? I don't feel real right now. I feel like a disposable tissue, crumbled and stuffed in a pocket only to be forgotten in the wash. I feel worthless. Worth? What makes a person worthy? What makes me worthy? Stop. You're being ridiculous. Of course you're worthy. Worthy of what? I don't know. Love? Maybe? Let's think of reasons of why you're worthy. Blank. I can't think of anything right now. Why can't I think of one thing for longer than 7 seconds without my mind racing to the next worry? Worry? Oh, I'm so worried. Worried that I'm just wasting away. Away. Everybody just go away! Everybody, somebody, help me. Tell me it's going to be okay.
American writer and winner of the Booker Prize for his novel Lincoln in the Bardo, George Saunders shares his biggest regrets and asks his audience to reflect on their regrets in his commencement address at Syracuse University to the class of 2013. Performed by Alexandra Hahn is Here Are Failures of Kindness.
Down through the ages, a traditional form has evolved for graduation speeches. Someone who has made a series of dreadful mistakes, and that would be me, gives heartfelt advice to a group of shining, energetic people, and that would be you. And I intend to respect that tradition. So, what do I regret? Being broke from time to time? Not really. Working terrible jobs, like knuckle puller at the slaughterhouse, and don't even ask what that was. But no, I don't regret that. Swimming in a river and looking up and seeing like 300 monkeys sitting on a pipeline, pooping down into the river that I was swimming in with my mouth open. Not so much. But here's something I do regret. In 7th grade, this new kid joined our class. Her name will be Ellen. Ellen was small, shy. She wore these blue cat's eye glasses that at the time only old ladies wore. And when she was nervous, she had a habit of taking a strand of hair into her mouth and chewing on it. So she came to our school and our neighborhood and was mostly ignored, occasionally teased. I could see this hurt her. I still remember the way she looked, eyes cast down, a little gut kicked, as if she was trying as much as possible to disappear. At home, I imagined after school, her mother would say, "How was your day, sweetie?" And she'd say, "Oh, fine." And her mother would say, "Making any friends?" And she'd go, "Sure, lots." And then, one day they moved. That was it. No tragedy, no big final hazing. One day she was there, next day she wasn't. Now, why do I regret that? Why am I still thinking about it? I'd never said an unkind word to her. I even sometimes mildly defended her. And still, it bothers me. So, here's something I know to be true. Although it's a little corny, and I don't quite know what to do with it. What I regret most in my life are failures of kindness. Those moments when another human being was there, in front of me, suffering, and I responded sensibly, reservedly, mildly. It's a little simple maybe, but I'd say, as a goal in life, you could do a lot worse than try to be kinder. One thing in our favor, this becoming kinder happens naturally with age. As we get older, we come to see how useless it is to be selfish. We get our butts kicked by real life, but people come to our defense and help us, and we realize that we're not separate and that we don't want to be. So, since according to me, your life is going to be a gradual process of becoming kinder and more loving, hurry up, speed it along, start right now. Do all the other things, the ambitious things. Travel, get rich, get famous, lead, innovate, fall in love, make and lose fortunes, but as you do, to the extent that you can, err in the direction of kindness. Believe that kindness exists, come to know it better, nurture it, and share its fruits tirelessly. And someday, in 80 years, when we're all so old and loving and kind, it's nearly unbearable, I hope you can all say it has been wonderful. But why wait, Rustin? As the great Syracuse poet Hayden Carruth said, he was mostly loved now, as you should all strive to be. Thank you.
Now we are going to hear one of the most powerful speeches in all of film history, delivered by the world-renowned Charlie Chaplin in the movie The Great Dictator. During the speech, Chaplin delivers a passionate plea for peace, unity, and compassion in a world torn by hate. His words still serve as a reminder to demonstrate kindness and gentleness to everyone. Now presenting is Isaac Wright.
I'm sorry, but I don't want to be an emperor. I don't want to rule or conquer anyone. I should like to help everyone if possible. Human beings are like that. We want to live by each other's happiness, not by each other's misery. The way of life can be free and beautiful, but we have lost that way. Greed has poisoned men's souls, has barricaded the world with hate, has goose-stepped us into misery and bloodshed. We have developed speed, but we have shut ourselves in. More than machinery, we need humanity. More than cleverness, we need kindness and gentleness. Without these qualities, life will be violent, and all will be lost. But to those who will hear me, I say, do not despair. The hate of men will pass, and dictators die. And the power they took from the people will return to the people. And so long as men die, liberty will never perish. Soldiers, don't give yourselves to brutes, and who despise you, enslave you, who regiment your lives, tell you what to do, what to think, and what to feel, who drill you, diet you, treat you like cattle, use you as cannon fodder. Don't give yourselves to these unnatural men with machine minds and machine hearts. You are not machines, you are not cattle, you are men. You have the love of humanity in your hearts. You don't hate, only the unloved hate, the unloved and the unnatural. Soldiers, don't fight for slavery, fight for liberty. In the 17th chapter of St. Luke is written, the kingdom of God is within man, not one man, nor a group of men, but in all men. And you the people have the power to create machines, the power to create happiness. You the people have the power to make this life free and beautiful, to make this life a wonderful adventure. Then in the name of democracy, let us use that power. Let us all unite. Let us fight for a new world, a decent world, that will give men a chance to work, that will give youth a future and old age security. By the promise of these things, brutes have risen to power, but they lie. They do not fulfill that promise. They never will. Dictators free themselves, but they enslave the people. Now let us fight to free the world, to do away with national barriers, to do away with greed, with hate and intolerance. Let us fight for a world of reason, a world where science and progress will lead to all men's happiness. Soldiers, in the name of democracy, let us all unite.
Childhood is full of little moments with big meanings. We see one such moment in the play First Base Coach by Gerard Harvard, where 10-year-old Amy has a very interesting and unexpected experience with loss. Here to perform Amy's monologue is sophomore Ellen Levesque.
Oh, I didn't kill it. It died on its own. Suffocated. Bled out. No, I'm just kidding. There was no blood. But 36 days? I mean, I thought it was dying like a day. 24 hours and some change at most. After 4 days, though, it was just really mad. And I know why. I knew why. I trapped it. I put it under glass. But I had caught it yellow-handed doing, well, I guess it was just flying around. But the glass made it so it couldn't fly around. It couldn't pollinate or make honey or do any bee stuff that bees are meant to do. I impeded its bee-ness. Well, anyway, it started to calm down after a week, and then one day it didn't move, so I thought, you know. So I scooted the glass towards the edge of the table and it moved. Nope, wasn't dead yet. So I checked on it every day. I would think it was dead. And then it would move, and then I would think it was dead again and start to move the jar, and it would move again. It just kept randomly thrashing around, like it was looking for something it needed, and something I knew it would never find. Something to hold on to. But God, it was so mad and so sad and so angry and it wouldn't just die. And I came home every day and I'd put my bag down and I'd sit there and I'd talk to it. I'd say, die. Please die, please die. Little bee. Like that. Like, why did it have to come to my room in the first place? Why did it have to choose me? Why did I feel like it was almost my responsibility to watch over it? I mean, tell me that. You can't. Nobody can. On the 36th, it was twitching one leg real slow, and then it stopped. It was like one of those scenes out of the movies where you hear the flat line on the heart monitor. And I cried harder than I've ever cried that day. I knew the whole time I could have let it go so easy, and I buried it where my dad used to grow peppers. Why did I do that? Thank you.
Have you ever wanted to fight? Have you ever wanted to fight for a good cause, even if you knew you wouldn't benefit from it? Well, don't worry. Many people have felt that way, including American icon Mark Twain. He was known for his humorous stories and stand-up comedy, but he was also a women's rights activist. In January 1901, he gave a speech to the Hebrew Technical School for Girls entitled Votes for Women. Here, it's performed by Junior Robbie Kemp.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is a small help that I can afford, but just such help that one can give as coming from the heart through the mouth. The report of Mr. Meyer was admirable, and I have been as interested in it as you have been. Why, I'm twice as old as he, and I have had so much experience that I would like to say to him when he makes his appeal for help, don't make it for today or tomorrow, but collect the money on the spot. We are all creatures of sudden impulse. We must be worked up by steam, as it were. Get them to write their wills now, or it may be too late by and by. 15 or 20 years ago, I had an experience I shall never forget. I walked into a church which was crowded by a sweltering and panting multitude. It was on that occasion in the Hartford church that the collection was being taken up. The appeal had so stirred me that I could hardly wait for the hat or plate to come my way.
I had $400 in my pocket, and I was anxious to drop it in the plate, and wanted to borrow more. But the plate was so long in coming my way that the fever heat of beneficence was going down, lower and lower, going down at a rate of $100 a minute. The plate was passed too late. When it finally came to me, my enthusiasm had gone down so much that I kept my $400 and stole a dime from the plate. So you see, time sometimes leads to crime. Oh, many a time have I thought of that and regretted it. Now, as for women's sphere in life, I'd say that women are always right. For 25 years, I've been a women's rights man. And for that long, even before my mother died, with all her gray hairs and admirable intellect, that perhaps she knew as much as I did, that she knew as much about voting as I. I should like to see the time come when women shall help to make the laws. I should like to see that whiplash, the ballot, in the hands of women. As for the state of this town's government, I don't want to see much, except that it is a shame, a shame. But if I should live another 25 years more, and there is no reason why I shouldn't, I think I will see women handle the ballot. If women had the ballot today, the state of things in this town would not exist. If women had the right to vote today, they would elect a mayor in the next election, and they would rise in their might and change the awful state of things now existing here. Thank you.
Many people in show business discover very quickly that they are not taking part in mediocrity. In the HBO show Barry, Sally, an inspiring actress who has worked tirelessly towards getting her big break, experiences frustration while she's attempting to shoulder an audition with a clearly unprepared Barry, who has happened upon this opportunity. Here to express her frustration with art, merit, and the way things work is Jay Barry.
I'm sorry. Can we just stop for a second? I gotta say something. I mean, this piece I'm doing for class, it's what I should be doing. And what you're doing is great. I mean, it's great, but I'm terrified. Because my piece is real. It's me, not a character. Raw, unapologetic truth with a capital T. All caps. Actually, I'm thinking like a writer now. I mean, this was stuff I couldn't even talk about before without lying, but now, here I am, about to strip naked in front of a bunch of strangers and share something that I am massively ashamed of. Not literally, of course. I don't believe in nudity unless it drives the story forward, but, I mean, I have to do this. It's my story to tell. But then, I mean, so many other women have the exact same story. What? Am I a spokesperson for them now? Could I be the face of a movement? I mean, I resent the fact that Nick can get up there and talk about his stomach condition. It's not like he has to be the poster boy for bulimia. But when I get up there and say what I have to say, it's like, well, what are we saying about women? It's bullshit. I mean, this is just my story. Which makes this thing my agent sent me on today that much more insulting. Payback, ladies? It's just another shit male idea of what strong women are. Ooh! Grab some stilettos and a gun and get a goddamn blowout. And look how strong you are now, Sally. I mean, I don't know. What if you mess up, Sally? I don't know. You can't mess up, Sally. But you can't not tell it either, Sally, because it's your story to tell. And by the way, do you want to know what makes me so angry? Do you want to know what really drives me crazy about all this? I am so so jealous of you. I have never gotten a director's reading for a feature, which, P.S., is the same thing as a movie. And I've been doing this for way longer, and I think you'll agree that I am way better. And, I mean, of course, I'm just so happy for you, and, you know, I want to be the one to help you learn your lines and fix your inflections, but I just need you to know that if you do get this, it's gonna make me like 100 times more insane, okay?
We'd like to thank all of our contestants. If you guys can come back into the front row, and we will get ready for the film contest. All right, and for now for the 2025 film contest. Please watch closely, okay, the audience, and you guys will vote for the winner. In your hands as you leave the auditorium. You'll drop your ticket in one of the boxes provided on your way out. Winners will be announced later today. Okay, congrats again to Late Night with Tom Saylor by Sean Grogan, Batman 2 by Dathan Jacobs, Hidden Act and Reese Knight, Kylie's Captures by Kylie Siebel, and Nightclub by Willow Alloway and Grayson Indiana. Can all of our speakers please come back? We would like to thank and recognize the English department for organizing the speaking contest this year. Mr. Deal for organizing the film contest and broadcasting the contest to the school with the help of the video production students of Hayden Apt, Willow Alloway, Walter Detry-Mosier, Sean Grogan, Dathan Jacobs, Chloe Lutterman, Andrew Faskin, Reese McKnight, Grayson Vinzianza, and Landon Wolf. Mr. Shore met Mr. Byerly, okay, Christian Heller, Adam Manserico, Sam Butler for their technical support. We'll want to thank our judges, Ms. Cara Bailey, Dr. Misfit, Dr. Graham, and Dr. Brown. For our contestants, we'd like to thank the following coaches. Jay Barons was coached by Mr. Deal. Robbie Kent was coached by Mr. Richard. Alexandra Hahn was coached by Ms. Bannister. Ella Lavasser was coached by Mr. Byerly. Isaac Wright was coached by Mr. Taglang. Anthony Montgomery was coached by Mr. Frechette. And Billy Ty was coached by Mr. Orange. So thank you, coaches. Thank you guys for being such a great audience, and we'd like to now announce the winners of the speaking contest. In third place, Isaac Wright. In second place, Robbie Kent. And in first place, Jay Barons. Thank you to all of our contestants. I'd like to invite out here John Holland, Chloe Anzaley, and Jordan Crabtree to announce some of the announcements for Spike Draft. Thank you guys also very much for the speaking contest, but give them your attention.
So I'm actually not up here for Spike the Rock, but Spike the Rock is May 2nd, so make sure to fundraise. I'm up here to thank one of our teachers who's leaving us tomorrow. It's her last day. So everyone just please give a last round of applause for Miss Menzel who's leaving us. So thank you for everything you've done for us. I know for me, Miss Menzel was the first high school teacher I ever met first period bio freshman year, and now she's the first teacher I'm saying goodbye to. So just thank you for everything you did.